Well, Aimee Bock, the alleged ringleader of the Feeding Our Future fraud scheme, she takes this stand in her own trial.
Our Rob Olson was there for all of today's testimony.
Aimee Bock tried to calmly and methodically explain to jurors why the allegations against her are wrong. Going from sponsoring a few dozen meal sites to a few hundred, well, that was the need created by record high unemployment during the pandemic, she testified. The 21 meal sites along a short stretch of Lake Street, that's because 3 grocery stores were damaged in rioting, she explained, even circling those on a map. This large area became what's known as a food desert, she said. That created a need for additional sites that were located in that 1.8-mile section of Lake Street. Bock said she terminated food sites and vendors that she discovered submitted fraudulent claims. Denied accusations from other witnesses it was because they had refused to pay her kickbacks. Denied ever asking for or taking a bribe. Her attorney showed her an email of a fraudulent attendance roster. And did she personally review it, he asked? No, she said. It's just a form. And she contended that fraudulent claims emailed to Feeding Our Future that also copied her, then wrongfully implicate her in wire fraud. I'm confused. I'm upset. It's an email I received, she said. I didn't ask for it. I had no way not to receive it. And now I'm charged with a federal crime because somebody chose to email me something. But prosecutors contend that she committed wire fraud when she then emailed claims to the state that she knew to be fraudulent. She also testified that meal sites made large profits because the federal reimbursement rate is set. Actual meal costs could be very little, that sites and vendors were allowed to profit.
At the end of the day, Bock was also explaining some of the gifts she received from her boyfriend, some of the work that her boyfriend had done as a contractor in their offices. The prosecution had showed jurors that she gave his company money, which he then used to pay for these things, which they say was just money laundering, essentially, coming from fraudulent funds. On this testimony with her defense attorney, she acknowledged getting some of these gifts, etc., but they didn't get into the source of the funds. That's certainly a door open for when prosecutors get a chance to cross-examine. But her direct testimony with her defense attorney, it's not done. That will continue Thursday morning. In Minneapolis, Rob Olson, Fox 9.
Rob, well, at the state capitol, the House GOP majority will officially end next week, but in the meantime, they're planning to force